What's up, fellas? Lady fellas, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we've got another discussion video, and I think it's a really fun one because literally just looking at the lineup of the next couple months for us in the TCG, I'm literally licking my chops. I'm licking everything in my room, the floor, the walls, the ceiling, thinking about this. It's so good. We get so much stuff like one after the other, and that's pretty much what I'm talking about today. Nothing crazy, but I did just want to go through a lot of the stuff that we have pretty much just confirmed at this point, and some of the stuff otherwise that we probably will have sooner than later. But yeah, let's start with Battles of Legend. Today is what, Monday? Well, I guess really late Monday, maybe Tuesday when you're seeing this. So we're going to be getting this in 3, maybe 4 days. Battles of Legend, a lot of really cool stuff in here. Battle Wasps, Vision Heroes, a bunch of OCG Link imports, a bunch of awesome reprints, and just some really cool stuff overall. I think it's a pretty good set. I think it holds up to the Battles of Legend name of the last year. So really cool. So that's like the first set. That's coming on July 12th. So get a hype for that very soon, right around the corner. Next up, after that, 2 weeks later, exactly 2 weeks later, on July 26th, we have Rising Rampage dropping. This is the new set that features like Tenyis, Marine Cess, Simorgs, I believe, as well, and some pretty cool meta cards as well. Appaloosa, that Link 4 that negates all monster effects, Murakumo no Orochi, the Metal Snake guy that's kind of like a weaker form of Fairy Tale Snow. It's a pretty cool card. And yeah, so there's another huge set. This is a main core set coming 2 weeks after. So we literally get Rising or Heroes Revenge, Battles of Legend. Then 2 weeks later we get Rising Rampage, and then after that, 2 weeks later, yet again. Is it exactly 2 weeks later? I think it's actually not 2 weeks later exactly. I think it's more like it's 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later we get Rocket Revolt, the structure deck for rockets. Really cool that they're getting their own stuff. We've seen some stuff in the OCG since their version of the structure deck just dropped. The structure deck is already like pushing tier 1 meta, so this already is going to mix up the meta game immediately. So we get this on August 16th, 3 weeks, I believe, exactly after the Rising Rampage drops. And then after this, 1 week later, we get Fists of the Gadgets with a whole new revamp on Fire Fist, with a revamp on, well, I don't know about revamp, but we get some support for the Gadget archetype. We get a couple, we get all the imports, weird versions of Summon Skull, and I think there's also some Cybers support in this mini set as well. I think it's like a 60 card set. So like a nice little booster set, but pretty cool. That comes out August 23rd, so literally a week after the Rocket Revolt. Then 1 week after that, we get the Gold Sarcophagus tin. This thing's kind of crazy. I don't remember everything that was in this, but you're like guaranteed like, or one of like 3 like really good, like new, what they call meta defining cards, I think, or something. They talked them up a lot. I don't know about all that, but we don't really know much about the Gold Sarcophagus tin just yet. We're still over a month away. We're well over a month away, actually. It's for like 7 months or 7 weeks away, so almost 2 months away. But we'll find out more. We don't really know a ton about it, but it seems to be the replacement for the Megatins this year, or the different version of the Megatins, which usually are one of, if not the best-selling set of every year, usually. So this one, a week later, on August 30th, we get that right after. So literally bang, bang, bang. Rocket Revolt, Fist of the Gadget, Gold Sarcophagus tin. In 3 weeks, we get all 3 of those, which is pretty insane. After that, we hit a little bit of a dry period. We do go, I believe, 4 weeks here without anything. It takes about a month. We don't have anything scheduled yet. I mean, obviously, that's subject to change if Konami is going to drop some random news on us. We don't know. Usually, we'd know at this point, but whatever. We have Legendary Duelist Immortal Destiny, the next installment of Legendary Duelist, supporting a couple of the old duelists. We have Bakura getting support with his Destiny board deck. We have, oh man, I can't even remember everybody that was in that, everybody that's getting support. I think Gimmick Puppets, Evil Heroes. Oh man, I think there's 2 more, but I can't remember what they are. Sorry if I forget, guys. Definitely remind me down below. I can't remember what is in Legendary Duelist here, but this comes out on September 27th. So 20 days after Gold Sarcophagus 10, I believe. So 4 weeks later. All these come out on a Friday, I believe, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Yeah, looks like it. And then after that, a little bit shorter, we get 2 weeks, and then we get Duel Devastator. This is one of the most hype things. Oh, I didn't even scroll this. Sorry. Oh, does this tell us anything? No, it's all Bakura. Damn it. After that, we have Duel Devastator. We actually don't have any cover art or pictures for Duel Devastator yet. There's just somebody's YouTube thumbnail, I guess, doing a video on Duel Devastator when it was announced. This is the new set that's going to feature new artwork for all 6 Ghost Girls and the new one on here over here on the far right. And then also, like, you get confirmed, like, a bunch of Link monsters. You get, like, a automatic, like, Borlo Dragon. I don't remember what else, but I think there was, like, 1 or 2 more things they said were going to be in here. But we're just pretty much getting, this is supposed to be, like, a meta box. Like, it's just you buy 3 of these, and you'll have, like, a lot of the staples you would ever need if you plan on playing the meta game. So, pretty cool on that. That's 2 weeks later on October 11th, which is pretty cool. And then 2 weeks later after that, we do get Chaos Impact, which should be the last core set of the year, the big core set, on October 25th. So exactly 2 weeks after Duel Devastator, we will get Chaos Impact. This has the rest of what will make Marine Cess probably a legitimate meta contender. A little more Tenyi support. It has the new archetype Hakais, which link themselves up using your opponent's monster as well to make your bigger Hakai monsters, which is pretty neat. And there's always, like, some other good, like, I don't know, random meta cards, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. But another really good, this set is looking pretty nice. I know some people have been skeptical of Rising Rampage, but this set is being talked up a lot because of Hakais and, I don't know, the finishing of Tenyis as well as Marine Cess as well. And that's pretty much it. That's what we know for right now. So literally going back through that, it's pretty wild. Like, when you hear this, when you hear me go through it, right? Battles of Legend, Heroes Revenge, Jesus, July 12th, right? This week, this Friday. Then we skip the Rising Rampage. 2 weeks later, 2 weeks, we get a whole nother core set. That's a 93 card set and then a 100 card set. Boom, back to back. Then 2 weeks later, or actually 3 weeks later, we get Structure Deck Rocket Revolt. Then 1 week after that, we get Fist of the Gadget. Then 1 week after that, we get the Gold Sarcophagus Tin. Back to back to back. Then 4 weeks, so we do have a little bit of a wait here. We hit Legendary Duelist Immortal Destiny. Nothing super meta, but maybe making a couple of rogue strategies a little better, giving them a possible opportunity to shine a little bit, which would be really cool. 2 weeks after that, we get Duel Devastator on October 11th, and then 2 weeks after that, we get another core set in Chaos Impact. So I don't know if this is how usually Konami does things. I've only been into the game. I got back into the game last year, so obviously, I don't know how it's been the last couple of years. But last year, it didn't feel like we were getting products like this. Like, quite like this. So they're really starting off this competitive season with a bang, this first half of our competitive season at least. Just thinking about the fact that, like, we're gonna get the ban list soon. We're already in ban list territory. We could literally get the ban list any moment now. And then we got 2 new decks coming out of Battles of Legend. Neither really going to be storming the meta, but we also have a couple of Link imports in, like, Trap Trick Sarah, Magical Musketeer Max, Salaman Great Almirage, generic stuff like that, Psyframe Gear Lambda, all 4 cards that could immediately have an impact on the meta. And making those decks rise up, or just buffing decks that can abuse them generically. Then Rising Rampage has Marine Cess and Tenyis and some Morgs and some other good generic cards. Appaloosa will definitely see some play. Structure Deck Rocket Revolt, we've already seen that deck is already arguably tier 1 in the OCG. Fist of the Gadgets, we don't really know yet if gadgets will get support that make ABC way better, or Cyber Dragon way better, or whatever, or the Fire Fist stuff. We don't know what 12 cards they're missing and how good they will be after that. And then also we're getting generic Cyber stuff that may make the Cyberse Link deck, generic Cyberse Link deck, like, really good. Who knows? Then Gold Sarcophagus Tin, that's supposed to be a really nice meta set with a bunch of really solid reprints and hopefully some cool new cards as well, possibly. Then we have the Legendary Duels pack. This one will probably have the least impact on the meta, but it will be cool for all those people who do want to play those kind of more obscure decks, more roguish decks, finally getting buffs. Duel Devastator, literally like a pick this up and you're going to be ready to play in the metagame for pretty much any kind of newer duelist. And then Chaos Impact, finalizing Marine Test, finalizing Tenyi, introducing Hakai, all 3 decks that are super interesting and possibly going to be legit factors into the metagame. But something else I did want to add at the end of this video is we don't know a couple of products that we have kind of confirmed in the OCG, but we don't really know specific dates yet. So Warrior Strike is a structure deck that I believe is confirmed in the OCG for it's either September or October. I want to say October confirmed for them, so this could be our structure deck that we get super early, maybe January or February, kind of where we got, I think, Salamangrates this year, or maybe it's our late one where we got Zombie Horde last year. I think it was late November. We could get this in our late November, which would be pretty cool. I guess it's a revamp of the old Gemini structure deck Warrior Strike, which is really cool. We also have the deck build pack, the next deck build pack, Mystic Fighters, introducing our 3 new archetypes, Process Slayers, Dragon Maids, and also Generaids. Which is pretty cool. We already know what all the Process Layer cards are, and they're a pretty interesting OTK deck. We're still waiting on the Dragon Maids and the Generaids. We should be finding out pretty soon, though, when we're going to get this. My guess would be, the OCG is getting this like next month, so maybe this could be in September at the earliest, but I'm guessing October, maybe November is more realistic, just because we probably we'll have to wait a little longer just from the OCG to us getting it. Or maybe we'll be lucky, and maybe there's a reason that there's 4 weeks in between the Gold Sark Tin and the Immortal Destiny, and this is where that'll get slid, and that would be pretty cool. And the last one here is not on here, but Infinite Ignition is the, or not Infinite Ignition, Ignition Assault. Yeah, Ignition Assault is the final core set, or not the final core set, but the next core set that's going to come after Chaos Impact. This will probably be the one we get in Savage Strike's time frame, so probably maybe late January, early February, mid-February, somewhere around there. We'll be getting that. We don't have any dates or any cards confirmed yet because we're not even done getting cards for Chaos Impact, but once we do, this stuff, news will start coming out for this set as well. But those are 3 things to also keep in mind, that these 2 specifically could be sprinkled in between the stuff we already have confirmed for the next couple months. We just don't know yet. And then this, just keep an eye out. This is next set next year probably. But yeah, I just want to make a cool video getting you guys, 1, informed on when all this stuff is coming out, if you didn't want to go and look it up yourself, making it easy for you. 2, letting you know how freaking insane it is that we're getting like literally 8 products in the next, barely 3 months, like 3.5 months, we're getting 8 products. That's pretty insane. That's like on average some product every 2 weeks, which is really, really crazy. And then, I don't know, just saying, like, I think Konami's been killing it lately for at least 2019. They've been killing it the first half, and the second half looks pretty primed to be killed as well. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on everything. Just want to make a cool video talking about everything we have coming to us. And yeah, so get hyped, guys. Let me know down below what you are most excited about for the next, 3 months until, I guess, through Chaos Impact. Let me know which product you are the most excited about. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to, as always, subscribe to the channel for more stuff from me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.